You're driving through the woods and your phone starts ringing. What do you do, A? Ignore it and hope it stops? B. Pull over to the side of the road and answer it. C. Speed up and try to get away from whatever's out there in the woods watching you. Or D. All of the above, because you're really scared. Welcome back to another episode of Would You Rather, where we ask you which option you would choose in a horrific situation. Option A, ignore it and hope it stops. This is probably the most likely course of action. Most people do want to be disturbed while they are re-driving and will just let the phone keep ringing, but that might not be the best idea. If you can't stop thinking about who could be calling at this late hour, then the anxiety might make it difficult for you to concentrate on the road. And if the caller keeps hanging up and calling again and again, eventually your nerves might get the better of you. Maybe you swerve or slam on the brakes, causing an accident. Maybe you run off the road into the trees. At least that way, you won't have to worry about your phone anymore. Option B, pull over to the side of the road and answer it. This is probably the second most likely course of action. There's something unsettling about being alone in your car in the middle of the night with your phone ringing, especially when you know that whoever is out there in the dark woods is watching you. And it's also possible that they're the one who called you. So what are you going to do? Just ignore it. That seems rude. And you never know when someone's life could be in danger. It could be an emergency call, or it could be someone trying to see if you're alone. Either way, you owe it to them to at least find out. After you park your car and turn on your hazard lights, you can look around to make sure you're safe before opening your door and answering your phone. After all, you don't know who's out there in the woods. They might jump out and attack you at any moment, especially if they were the one who called you. That is, unless you've done something bad recently, like run someone off the road or something. Then maybe you deserve whatever's coming to you. Option C, speed up and try to get away from whatever's out there in the woods watching you. When fear takes hold of you, your instincts tell you to run, to get as far away from danger as possible. Speeding up is probably the most dangerous option. Other than running off the road into a tree or a ditch, you're more likely to cause an accident by swerving in and out of your lane or slamming into the car in front of you. Not only that, but speeding in a panic is much more likely to attract the attention of whatever is in those woods. Like if this is some sort of forest creature, speeding away from it is like shining a spotlight right on your prey. Whatever is out there in the dark will be able to see you clearly now, and if it wants to chase you down and kill you, then that's exactly what it'll do. So if you're going to answer your phone, you may as well pull over and do it quickly. That way you minimize the amount of time you re-expose to whatever is out there in the woods. Or option D, all of the above, because you're really scared. If you're very frightened, you could do all of these things, and that would definitely lead to disaster. You could ignore the phone, but then glance over your shoulder at the dark woods, then accidentally rear-end the person in front of you. Or you could decide to answer the phone, but in your panic, you could speed up so you can answer it faster. Or you could try to slow down and pull over, but accidentally hit the gas instead of the brake and zoom past the spot you were aiming for, nearly missing a deer. Each option is fraught with peril, and you really can't win. So let us know in the comments which option you would pick, and then watch this video for even more scary scenarios that you need to choose between. When you see a shadowy figure standing next to you on a long exposure photograph taken with your DSLR camera, you realize it's not a ghost. After all, you were standing right next to it when you took the photo, so it must be a living person. What do? Try to remember everything about them so you can report it to the police? B. Delete the photo and pretend it never happened. C. Take another photo of them and see if they notice. Or D. Start talking to them and see if they talk back. When you think you're being followed home by a stalker, what do? A. Go inside and lock the door. B. Call the police and report it. C. Go somewhere else instead. Or D. Wait until you get home and then call the police. If a killer is hiding in your closet and you need to open it to get something out, what do? A. Turn on all of the lights in the room. B. Call out to them and ask what they want. C. Stick your head in the closet to try to find them. Or D. Grab a weapon before you open the door. When you see a dead body floating in the water, what do? Call the police and tell them where you saw it. B. Dive in and try to save them. C. Hope that someone else dives in and saves them. Or D. Leave the area quietly so no one will ever know. When you hear footsteps behind you on a dark street, what do? A. Walk faster. B. Start running. C. Cross the street and hide between parked cars. Or D. Turn around and face the person making the noise. When you see a monster under your bed, what do? Continue sleeping and pretend it wasn't there? B. Scream and wake everyone up? C. Move to a different bedroom? Or D. Go under the bed to see if it moves? When you see a stranger in your bedroom window, what do? Call the police. B. Peek out the window to see what they're doing. C. Hide behind the curtains. Or D. Make yourself invisible by huddling in the corner. Let us know in the comments which option you would pick in each scenario. And then if you still haven't had enough, check out this other video, where we ask you which option you would choose in a horrific situation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.